Imagine looking up at the night sky and seeing two massive stars slowly moving toward each other. Imagine looking up at the night sky and witnessing something almost impossible. Two massive stars, slowly drifting toward each other. Between them, a lonely planet continues orbiting, unaware of the cosmic disaster that is about to unfold. What would actually happen if two stars collided, while a planet was trapped between them? Would the planet survive, or would it be instantly destroyed? To understand this scenario, we first need to realize something important. Star collisions, although extremely rare, do happen in the universe. In dense regions of space, such as globular clusters, stars are packed much closer together than in our region of the galaxy. Over millions or billions of years, gravity can slowly pull two stars into a fatal encounter. And when stars collide, the results are absolutely catastrophic. But now imagine a much stranger situation. Somewhere between those two stars, there is a planet. Maybe it once orbited one of them. Maybe it was captured by gravity and now sits in a chaotic orbit between the two. At first, nothing unusual might happen. The planet would simply feel the gravitational pull of both stars at the same time. This creates something called a gravitational tug-of-war. Instead of orbiting one star in a stable path, the planet's orbit would become extremely unstable. Its trajectory could stretch into strange elliptical paths, swinging dangerously close to one star, then being pulled toward the other. On the surface of that planet, the sky would look completely alien. Two suns might dominate the horizon. Sometimes both stars would appear enormous in the sky. Sometimes one would shrink into the distance. But the real danger wouldn't be the strange view. It would be the gravitational chaos. As the stars move closer to each other, their gravitational forces grow stronger. The planet would begin experiencing enormous tidal forces. These forces could literally stretch the planet. If the planet were similar to Earth, its crust would crack. Massive earthquakes would shake the entire world. Volcanoes could erupt everywhere. Oceans would rise and fall violently as gravity pulled the planet in multiple directions. But that's only the beginning. As the stars approach their final collision, something far more dangerous begins to happen. Their outer atmospheres start interacting. Huge streams of plasma stretch between them like cosmic bridges. These stellar winds carry enormous amounts of radiation. For any planet caught nearby, this radiation would be devastating. The atmosphere would begin to strip away. High-energy particles would bombard the surface. If life existed on that planet, it would likely be wiped out long before the stars actually collide. And then comes the final moment. When two stars finally crash into each other, the amount of energy released is almost beyond imagination. In some cases, the collision forms a new, larger star. In other cases, it can trigger an enormous explosion, similar to a supernova. The brightness of such an event could outshine entire galaxies for a short period of time. Now imagine the planet sitting right in the middle of that event. The intense heat and radiation would hit it first. Temperatures would skyrocket within seconds. The surface would begin to melt. Oceans would instantly vaporize. The atmosphere, if anything remained of it, would be blown away into space. But the biggest danger might come from gravity itself. When two stars merge or explode, the gravitational structure of the entire system changes instantly. The planet's orbit could collapse. It might spiral directly into the newly formed star, or it could be violently ejected from the system entirely. If that happened, the planet would become what astronomers call a rogue planet. A lonely world drifting through the cold darkness of interstellar space, no longer orbiting any star. But in most scenarios, the planet wouldn't even survive long enough for that. The energy released during the collision would likely tear it apart. Chunks of rock, metal, and molten material would scatter across space. What once was a planet would become nothing more than a cloud of debris orbiting the new star. Events like this help scientists understand just how dynamic and violent the universe really is. While space may look calm from Earth, on a cosmic scale, it is constantly changing. Stars are born, stars die, and sometimes they collide. Fortunately for us, something like this cannot happen in our solar system. The stars around us are incredibly far apart. The nearest star to Earth, Proxima Centauri, is over 4 light-years away. At those distances, stellar collisions are almost impossible, which means our planet is safe from this kind of cosmic catastrophe, at least for now. But somewhere out there, in the vast depths of the universe,